Okay, we'll move in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, the motion approves. Okay, let's see, go through this. Jim, make your
Oh, for the
comments.
action, for the record, no action was taken in executive session.
So we did have a lot of legal advice on a number of topics, which will reflect here, and then I think some items were remaining, to have it tabled to the next time, so it can be addressed at the reorganization meeting. And basically, it's 2023 154 and 155 remains tabled. The resolution 2023-157, it's resolution authorizing filing and perfecting of appeal in the matter of the application of Mid-Hudson Development. Based on the advice of legal counsel, particularly some of the wording, that is going to, we need a motion to request the legal counsel to revise the wording of that.
So the
I
published,
have wording here as
the
well.
published resolution will be revised, and Joe, I'll send you a copy of the revisions, with respect to the.
One, it's a ratification
Right,
of-
well,
and perfection.
yeah, so it's, so the title is authorizing the ratification of the filing of the notice of appeal and perfecting of appeal in the matter of the application. So that's the title. And then with respect to
Third
the
whereas.
third whereas, it will say, the attorney to the town has advised the town board that the decision of the court is incorrect as a matter of law, and the town board wishes to appeal the decision to, and based on that advice, the town board wishes to appeal the decision to the appellate division. And then with respect to,
Now therefore,
therefore, the town,
Wallace to perfect appeal.
to perfect the appeal, so strike file.
And the last further resolved.
And then in the last further resolved, the town board hereby ratifies and confirms the filing of the notice of appeal by the attorneys to the town on November 28, 2023. And the attorney to the town has advised the town board that the filing of the notice of appeal by the town apparatus as a stay to all proceedings to enforce the judgment or order appealed from pending the determination of the appeal pursuant to CPLR 5519A1.
Correct.
So I make a motion to approve the amended appeal, resolution.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the resolution as amended. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, the motion passes. So the next item is resolution number 2023-158, resolution authorizing right-of-way licensing agreement with Verizon Wireless of the East LP for utility pole installation. And I think my concerns in the discussion, I asked legal counsel, is wanted to make sure that it was consistent with and reflected the planning board's decision, including the map and other wording, the agreement, the right-of-way agreement we had concerns about. So in that case, we continue to table that.
Yeah, my recommendation would be to table this, and I'll reach out to Scott Olson to renegotiate the language.
Okay,
Could I be heard on this after? this?
sure. Go ahead.
I think there's cooperative ways to move this forward today, because I've plenty of time to read and reread that agreement, and I disagree that it's not limited to that one pole or that specific approval. But as a town attorney, I've done it, and I've seen many other town boards authorize the resolution subject to the finalization of the language consistent between the concerns the supervisor has and the town attorney has, to not put this off for a number of weeks over what I think are very limited concerns.
If you can articulate the specific issue, I don't have an objection to reaching a consensus here. I think our concern is that the planning board approval and what we have received,
Right.
which appears to be somewhat boilerplate, may not be consistent.
See, I respectfully disagree. It
Okay.
references the planning board approval in all the whereas clauses. It references at the back of the agreement, the planning board approval. It's got the plans approved by the planning board attached as an attachment. So I guess I don't understand. We're only looking to build what the planning board approved and nothing more.
Well, I respectfully disagree because it has
Sir,
language
then
that is
show me which
carte blanche. Okay, paragraph 1, Verizon's use of the
Yep.
right-of-way will be to install, maintain, operate, repair, modify, replace, and/or remove from time to time certain communication facilities. The Kent Road facility may include the installation, operation of antennas, radios, wireless, microwave, and other backhaul equipment, fiber optic cables, conduit ducts, control boxes, vaults, poles, cables, power sources, and/or other equipment, structures, appurtenances, and improvements. That's not what's in what the planning board.
It is
Number
actually,
3,
sir,
the right-of-way may be used only for the installation, and then it goes on, say Verizon shall remove and relocate, and may remove it, not contingent on the availability, removes all town approvals. Those wordings I can't find acceptable.
No, but the Kent Road facilities specifically defined in the first whereas clause as the Exhibit A.
Yeah, and there's no Exhibit A here, but, we want this.
I don't prepare.
And I think we can consider Jim's, approval, to rewrite the wording for this. Even on this resolution, it has inaccuracies, which is probably not your fault, but somewhere, the pole height, 46.2, there's 43 in the planning board. We need to have reference to it, and it's not there. And I'm sorry, we can't do this unless we have accuracy.
This
And
is like a minor thing where you say, as
Wow.
approved by the planning board.
Okay.
It's just that simple.
Well, we need to totally change this right-of-way agreement as far as I'm concerned.
There's like one paragraph.
No, okay, I didn't read all the paragraphs in here, okay? Paragraph number 7 is also another problem, and it's regardless. It doesn't give the town board or planning board.
Paragraph 7 says, if you need to do something in that area, we'll remove it. It says all the different things that we can do those. It says,
It will make reasonable efforts to provide an alternate location on right-of-way, but regardless of the availability in an alternate site acceptable Verizon shall comply with the notice to remove, and then it goes on that they cooperate, but it gives you more carte blanche right than what the planning board has
it
agreed
doesn't.
to.
It says that if you
Okay.
need that space, we'll pull it down.
Then we'll just table this.
I've been doing this for 25 years.
So have I. I've been a lawyer for 40 years.
Yeah, and I've yet to
Right.
have this sort of interaction with the town board under
Okay.
something like this.
Okay.
That couldn't be resolved with some discussion.
Well, we can have it done by Jim and work with you on the
There's no
wording.
reason
That's
not to
acceptable.
approve it tonight based upon this, that
Okay,
I don't know why it was on the agenda then.
okay.
Jim, what's your opinion on this?
I can work with their counsel and we can renegotiate it, and, we'll address the concerns of the supervisor and circulate it to the town board so it can be in a form for adoption at the next meeting.
Can we have this on the January 8th?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that there's no inconsistency between the planning board.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of inconsistency. so-
And listen, no disrespect intended, but, I see your point. However, within the town of Wappinger, there have been some hypersensitivities from residents with respect to wireless carrier assets, and the last thing we want to do is have any more drama associated with cell sites. I think that
This is needed.
I think that we need that.
Yes, I agree.
Because I'm familiar with the area. I happen to agree with the conceptual drawing there. I think that's
Yep.
appropriate, but I think we just need to make sure this thing is tightened up and get this thing approved on January 8th.
Yep.
All right then, thank you.
So we have a resolution that would authorize the legal counsel to work on a revision to the agreement.
Yeah, let me move that the attorney to the town revise the resolution to be consistent with the planning board approval and have this on the agenda for action on January 8th.
I'll second that.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, the motion passes. Okay, the next item is the resolution number 2023-140, resolution approving stipulation of settlement. We discussed really issues that were raised at previous meeting and what I think, should be done, subject to discussion here, is that we continue with tabling this, but authorizing Mr. Haran, town council, to file a response to the order to show cause. Is that correct, Jim?
Yes.
The right way to do that? And then the resolution for stipulation, that will be revised, and we will be, I've expressed my concerns, same with Councilman Cassell and the other board members on some of the wording there. Correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
so the proposal is, in response to the order to show cause, is make a request to approve a revised stipulation of settlement, subject to the agreement of all the parties, and the approval of the court.
So, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
There's no vote.
No.
Oh, the vote is just to authorize me to respond.
Authorize him to respond to the order to show cause, so we get a legal
For December
document and all
December
that.
18th.
Yes.
Correct, we're
Yeah.
not acting on the
Yeah,
resolution.
basically. Yeah. Okay. Okay, motion second, all in favor? Aye. Any,
I moved it.
yeah, and Chris second. Okay. Okay, again, I'll go back. Everybody in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, the motion passes. Okay, so I think that covers the tabled items.
159.
Yeah.
Oh, the water tenant, yeah,
Right.
thank you, Joe. So Mr. Haran had shown us some revisions to the tenancy agreement that aren't before us, but I think the town board was in agreement. Jim, do you want to just summarize those
Yes,
rather than
so
reading them at
with-
length? But this
sure, with
addresses the concerns we raised before.
Yeah, and I believe it was submitted to the town board back in October. But basically, with respect to the buy-in fee in paragraph 17, it says that the buy-in fee will be due upon the inclusion of the property in the district, and the buy-in fee is in the amount of $107,200, which is calculated as 52 two-bedroom multifamily residential units times $2,000 and a three-bedroom unit at $3,200. And then lastly, there is a provision which provides that the HOA will agree to provide a easement across its property to install water mains to connect the town hall property to Old Hopewell Road within a location that's agreeable to both parties.
And because of our public safety concerns, that's why this being done without having the actual document, but we'll post the agreement with the clerk, once Jim finalizes. So
Yep.
do I have a motion?
Move. Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, the motion passed. And then the next item was 2023-161 on the resolution authorizing the purchase of the shredder for Town Hall.
Shredder Gate?
So I think that one, Joe, we were talking about, just having you go back and return that one. And then we get a better, more efficient and better secured one, that meets the microcut. I can talk with you more.
Right, I just want to let you know that the shredder that we've used here for 30 years was substandard to the one we just ordered.
Sure.
At least the one I ordered
Understood.
was better than the one we had.
Yeah, understood.
And I did look at like 20 different other quotes,
We're
but
going to get you a better one.
yeah, we got, I looked at 20 or 30 other
Yeah.
quotes, so we did look at, even though it was under the bidding guideline.
So,
And as far as 155, which I tried to explain to Al before he cut me off, Ken Stenger said the bill was paid, and he already cashed the check, thanks to Al's approval. So I just want to let you know, he sent me a text, he said, I cashed the check, why is this on the agenda? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Check, wow.
that was supposed to be hold.
She said it was paid.
I instructed her, Regina. Okay, well, that was supposed to be hold. It
Okay.
wasn't approved. I didn't sign it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll still have it tabled and we'll figure out what happened. Okay? So, okay, well. Okay, so the last item that, we have, oh, Chris, we have a resolution on the,
Yes.
Al, on this
So.
salary.
We wanted to make a motion to pay the receiver of taxes some additional money for covering May through December for the water and sewer billings. The amount would be $2,500, equally split out of the United Wappinger Sewer District and United Wappinger's Water District, so
Second.
all 50 apiece.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, the motion passes.
Thank you.
The last items were the approval of vouchers. We have four. I'll just read it by abstract number, then Joe, I can provide it, to you, the copies. And then Al has, several others that came before us. So I'll just, Jim, it's okay to put them together. So we'll
Yeah.
need a resolution to approve abstract number 41, abstract 42, number 43, and number 44. Al, you had totaled the amount? for
Yeah,
those?
it's $66,211.
Move, we authorize payment.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, the motion approves. Then, Al, you had those several.
Yeah, I got a couple of here. So I guess the first one goes to Lori in reimbursement. It's for $59.34 for delivering packages. It's mileage. I don't know if you want to do them separately.
No, lump them together.
All right, I don't have them together. Next one is for $4,800. It's for Villa Borghese. It's the invoice to go ahead and pay that for the senior luncheon that we're having. Next one is for $32,812.90. This is for Spook Hill, so this is the equipment
Right.
and the installation charges. And that's the three I had.
Move.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, motion passed. And we have supporting documentation for all that. right?
Just so the public understands, the reason why we had to approve the warrants tonight from the dais is because we do not have a controller, which requires the town board to act specifically on these approvals. However, we did authorize hiring a controller tonight who will start on January 2nd.
Any other new business?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
You have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, motion second, all in favor? Aye. Any nays or abstentions? Seeing none, the motion passes. We're adjourned.
All right,
Good
happy
night.
holidays, happy
Happy
New Year.
holidays.
On to the next one.